Hi, this lesson is on contour plots, also known as level curves. I'll show you how to do this by hand and also on Mathematica. So first, let's get to the concept of contour plots. It's just like a topographical map or a contour map. This is a contour map of Mount Rainier from Google Maps. In Google Maps, if you click the options, you click terrain, and you can see the contour map of the area. So this is Mount Rainier, and you notice that every time you see a line, that is a certain altitude. So for example, we have this line, this solid line, is 13,400 feet. So everywhere along that line, the altitude is 13,400 feet. And then this next thick line, the altitude of that is 13,600 feet. And so everywhere along that line is 13,600 feet. And then you have lines in between. And so you can see that as you're climbing up the mountain, the closer the lines are together, the steeper the climb. So in this area, it's very steep because the lines are all close together. Because every line represents an increase of, it looks like, 50 feet, it looks like. Let's see, 13,859, or something like that, 40 feet or something like that. Now, any place where the lines are further apart, that means that, like in this area, it means it's not as steep. All right, so that's the basic idea of contour plots. And so in the same manner, we can make contour plots. For example, let's say you have f of xy is x squared plus y squared. So you ask yourself, okay, for what values of x and y would z equal to 0? Z being the dependent variable. So you just replace the output with a 0, and you have x squared plus y squared. So there's only one point, and that's when you have a 0. So then you have an x and y coordinate. So the advantage of contour plots is it's a nice way to give a three-dimensional figure a two-dimensional representation. And so let's just, with green, actually let's pick another color here. So how about blue? So with blue, we've got the point x is 0, y is 0. Now let's ask ourselves the question. Let's pick red now. So what about when z equals 1? Okay, so you probably recognize this as a circle of radius 1. And so here x is 1, y is 1. And so any place along the circle, z is 1. Just like the contour map of Mount Rainier, any place along a certain line is like 13,000 feet. So along this line, think of it like the altitude is 1 foot, let's say, or 1 meter if you want to use meters. And then you keep on going. So for example, you can ask, well, what about when z equals 2? So you have x squared plus y squared. And so that would be a circle of radius 2. Let's do another color for that one. How about orange? Okay, so then, here we go. Okay, it looks the same as the other color. So that would be 2. Now, it's nice to label the altitude. Just like we on that contour map of Mount Rainier, every line it was labeled with an altitude. So same thing here. So this is altitude 1, this circle altitude 2. And you can see that the line, this particular curve gets steeper and steeper. And so those lines are going to get closer and closer together. So the next line might be like this, next line like this, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how you can do it by hand. And there was another video showing with more detail how to do this by hand. But I also want to show you on Mathematica how you can do this same thing. So let me just get a blank Mathematica page. First, for reference, let's do the regular plot 3D command first of all. So plot 3D, and So open square bracket, and then let's just do the same graph. So x squared plus y squared. No need for a z, and then comma, and then let's graph this x from, forgot my comma, from -5 to 5, and then y from -5 to 5. Okay, so you only have to enter in your domain, the x and the y right there, and then closing square bracket. Okay, and here it is. So you can see that at the point 0, when x is 0, y is 0, you have your minimum right there, and then it's scaling upwards, and it's getting steeper as you go. Now, if you want to see the contour plot, the command is contour, surprise, surprise, plot, but not 3D, just plain old contour plot. And then the input is exactly the same as before. So let's just copy and paste here. X squared plus y squared, comma, x from -5 to +5, y from -5 to +5, and then closing square bracket right there. All right, and so let's just paste that in. Okay, press Shift Enter. Okay, so you can see here that it's color coded, which is nice, so it's kind of like a map. Like blue is sort of like the ocean, brown is like mountains, and so you can see that this is the lowest point on the graph. Let me zoom this out so you can see that the whole. Here we go, the whole thing a little better. So this is x equals 0 right there, y equals 0. So at that point 0, 0, right in the middle, you have your lowest point. Now it draws the contours, and if you move your mouse right on a line, the z coordinate pops up. So any place along this line, it's kind of small, but it says z equals 5. So z equals 5 along that line right there, along the whole line. And then the next line, we have z equals 10, z equals 15, z equals 20, 25, 30. So every 5 units for z, you have a line. And you can see that as x and y get larger, at least as the magnitude of x and y get larger in any direction, the lines are getting closer together, which indicates the lines are getting steeper. Or excuse me, the curve itself is getting steeper as you go. And one more thing about contour plots: anytime you see a bunch of circles and then you have like one little circle in the middle, that means it will be either a maximum or a minimum, depending on whether you're going up and down. In this case, the numbers are going down, so this would be a minimum in here. And that's how the contour plot works. Thanks for watching.